Some people are so greedy and desperate for power that they don't think about the backlash they'll face when they took on a position that they weren't equipped, prepared, or even wired for. Let's ensure that doesn't happen to you. I'm Dr. Lisa Ann Chung, a political leadership strategist, author of the book Political Change, and president for Kenley College, where we provide leadership training and strategy for new and aspiring politicians. So my husband Lance and I were having this discussion with some leaders who are over a network of other leaders who are influencing change in their nations. And in the course of the discussion, I found myself saying to them, a lot of times people are getting into positions of power and they so desperately want it, will do anything for it, that by hook or crook, they're getting there. But then they're not ready for the backlash because they took on something they weren't prepared for. Instead of being stronger, they become more vulnerable to the attacks, and they don't know how to handle those attacks because, frankly, they weren't built for this. Yes, persecution will come. Attacks will come. It's a part of the territory for politics. Deal with that. But your ability to minimize those attacks or your ability to manage the attacks all depends on how you are built. And if you're getting into something that you weren't built for, regardless of the field, you might be setting yourself up for attacks you can't manage. Now, I want you to think of a little two-door Porsche sports car. Nice and sleek and smooth and fancy. Trying to take a truckload of bricks. Like, really? Why would you even think that? But suppose the Porsche says, I can do this. I have the same ability to handle the pressure of the ton load of bricks as a truck. You know better, but the Porsche might not. So imagine this Porsche saying, I want to move like a truck. I want to have the power of a truck. I can do it. Yes, I can. But the truck was built for the pressure. The truck can handle the pressure. The Porsche can't. And think about it. Even when the bricks are put on the truck might dip a bit, but it'll still bear up. Why? Because it was built for that kind of load. It was built for that kind of pressure. So the purpose for the truck was built into the design of the truck and the type of pressure that the truck could manage. Now, I don't want you to misunderstand where I'm going with this because the Porsche has its place. The Porsche can carry some load. The Porsche can carry passengers. It might be able to carry a suitcase, maybe even 2 carry-ons. So it's not like it can't carry any load. It's not like it can't handle any pressure. It's just that the Porsche has to understand the degree of pressure, the degree of the load, or the responsibility that it is built to manage. You may be a Porsche sports car. You can manage pressure. You can manage a little load. But the load you can manage is very basic level. So when you get into politics, you know, okay, I'm a Porsche sports car level of pressure. That's what I can manage, and I'll do it very well at the level I can manage, the level of responsibility I can handle. So if you are a Porsche sports car level leader, I want you to appreciate that because your responsibility is necessary. Your ability to handle where you're at, the level that the Porsche sports car can manage is critical. Why? That's the capacity you can handle. That's the capacity you were built for. Do it and serve at that level with excellence. Or are you a truck? You have built into your very DNA the ability to handle greater pressure. And look at your life. The experiences that you have been through, maybe starting in your childhood and going through the years, have all been designed to further refine the ability, the capacity you have built inside of you. So when they come at you with the persecution and they come at you with the added pressure, you can look yourself in the mirror and say, I was born for this. I can handle this. But the Porsche wasn't built for all of that media attention and media pressure. The Porsche can't manage it. The Porsche can't handle ongoing criticism. The Porsche wasn't built for that. The Porsche knows how to be sleek. The Porsche knows how to be smooth. The Porsche knows how to speak the right way and have the right words, and probably even have, as long as there's no pressure associated with it, a very good relationship with the media. But that's all the Porsche can manage, because the Porsche can only give information to a certain extent. So when that kind of pressure hits the Porsche, what does it do? There's nothing inside of it to keep it suspended. So it starts dragging on the road, and then it breaks up. And what does that do? It exposes the capacity that the Porsche lacks to manage the pressure, to manage the load, to manage the demands, and to manage the responsibility. When the Porsche has to make a decision that's going to impact more than just a few people, or requires more than just a 1-2 suitcase, what does the Porsche do when the pressure hits it? It crumbles under the weight of the pressure. So as you are entering politics, or maybe just getting started out in the field, think very carefully of what your capacity is to manage the pressure and to manage the responsibility of the role and the level you're hoping to serve at. No matter how much you want a position and you want to be on a certain road, and you are a Porsche sports car, you'll not be able to manage what the truck can take. Don't try to take on roles and responsibility that was built for a truck and that requires a truck when you are really a Porsche sports car. You may want to smooth talk your way in there. You might want to speed in there. You might want to cruise in there. You may even get there, but you won't last there. Now, if you want to learn more about Kenley College, our accredited courses, our strategy or assessment services, I'll put a link to that in the description box so you can find out more. That's it for today. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.